Welcome, everybody, to the... Hi, how are you guys? Do you guys always dress like this on Sunday? No? I don't dress like this on Sunday either. I'm sure many of you don't either. Welcome, everybody, to the 2018 annual Chinese Zither concert. My name is Jake Deere. It's great to have you here. You are in for a wonderful treat just by applause. How many of you have been here before? Not to the theater, but to the show. Right. And by applause again, how many of you, this is your first time? Oh, wow, very good. Well, you're in for a wonderful treat. This performance, this event, this concert is put together by the Yuan group. And, Yuan means voice from the heart. And really this afternoon, on a Sunday afternoon, one of the things that we all love is a Sunday brunch, right? Because you got so many things to eat. And you walk away feeling so full. Today, you're going to get a beautiful afternoon of about 150-odd students and performers that are going to be performing this wonderful instrument and other instruments. There'll be infusion, and you're going to walk away feeling pretty full and just having a wonderful afternoon. It's a Sunday afternoon. Sit back, relax, enjoy. You're in for a wonderful treat. And you're in for the treat, but also the treat is for a good cause, and that is the third annual concert. It is an effort to accelerate impact and support hospital for sick children and the Sick Kids Foundation. And so we'll do a bit of a presentation later on. An authentic Chinese classical music powerhouse from the GTA will bring decades of experience and insights to this exquisite audio-visual feast featuring the guzheng, the Chinese zither, a 2,000-year traditional Chinese string instrument, and Quinn, the father of Chinese classical music with a 3,000-year tradition, proclaimed a UNESCO intangible heritage. Breathtakingly, a dazzling cast of fusion music inspired by both the Oriental and the Occidental classical music and vocals will come to grab your soul. When the East meets the West, our creativity will bring you to a glowing portrait of a heart-gripping and highly imaginative adventure as an early and enduring popular example of program music, the kind that paints pictures or tells a story. Today's concert demonstrates the best of its kind. And truly it is storytelling through music. And what I'll do is I'll explain each song, I guess each performance, and I'll explain, because there's a story behind everything, and it's absolutely beautiful. And you can, obviously you can see this, but if you close your eyes, you can just visualize through music all that beautiful storytelling. So you're going to just love it. We're going to do all of this wonderful stuff, and then we have a bit of a silent auction I'll tell you about, and then we're going to take a bit of a break for about 20 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and then wrap up the performance. We also have a couple of special presentations. Our wonderful Senator Victor O is here, and he's going to come up and say a few words a little bit later on. And then we also have that presentation to Sick Kids Hospital and the foundation. So let's start with the first performance. Are you guys ready? Do you guys want to take a break for 20 minutes or so? And I'll have them wait. No, you're good to... I love your hairstyle. That is just so it. That's good. All right, let's start off with the opening. At my age, I like any kind of hairstyle. The opening music is named Harvest, a fanfare-like introduction celebrating the hope and joy of a bountiful harvest in Shandong Province, northern China. Anybody here been to the Shandong Province? No? No? Oh, yeah, you have? Yes, very good. Very good. All right, it incorporates 3 sections. Commences with Appassionato Allegro, present. Okay, I'll make a few mistakes as it's Sunday afternoon. I don't do this. Presenting the celebration. Lyric Adagio, presenting a relaxing life of the farmers. And then the last section will be the encore of the celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Harvest. All right, very nice. What a great open. Good job. Folks, take a look at the screen right now. We're going to have a very special video. This is an introduction video to the Guqin.
A wooden box coated in black lacquer with 7 ancient silk strings. Though it looks like a simple instrument, it must adhere to strict standards to be called a Chinese guqin. Guqin was invented 3,000 years ago. Until now, if you want a decent guqin, you have to follow the traditional way of making it. Jing is a refined instrument in ancient China. Beloved by emperors, scholars, and court officials. A high-quality guqin requires at least 2 to 3 years to make, or even 10 years. The depth of the dragon's gum and a phoenix tongue, the proportion of the forehead, the neck, and the shoulder take a lifetime for a guqin maker to perfect them. In 2003, guqin was entered into the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The tones of guqin are suitable to depict something distant or missed, a piece of memory, an opportunity, or a mirage of a coastal city. The Olympics in 2008, Chinese people conveyed their spiritual pursuit to the whole world with a spectacular opening ceremony. In the opening act, a Chinese landscape painting was slowly unrolled with a guqin playing. The whole stadium, with 90,000 spectators, went into dead silence. Audience was led to an ancient Chinese landscape by 7 simple strings.
All right, that was a very good story. I mean, look at that. What mastery. Absolutely terrific. So now you know what this instrument's all about. Very, very special. The next song is the Singing of the Crouching Dragon, classical piece of music about respect and trust. This song tells a story about Zhu Liang, a Chinese politician, military strategist, writer, engineer, and inventor. As an elite literati and prominent strategist, his fame and glory grew even while he lived in relative seclusion, earning him the nickname Wulong, which means crouching dragon. He served as the imperial chancellor and regent of the state of Yuan during the Three Kingdoms period. This music presents the warlord Liu Bei succeeded in recruiting him after paying 3 personal visits. Zhu Liang, and I apologize, I'm probably not pronouncing the names correctly, but you can teach me a little bit later on. Zhu Liang presented the Longzhong plan to Liu Bei and left his residence to follow Liu. From this moment, the life of a new dynasty began. So please welcome the singing of the Crouching Dragon.
山里，风息风息，思高举，是为旧臣意。风息风息，思高举，是乱是为旧臣意。道路成三顾，促膝中横论，依山观景，这人感心深。征召谢剑，随军去，玉山观景，我负征程。龙兮龙兮，风云会，长啸一声抒怀寄。龙兮龙兮，风云会，长啸一声抒怀寄。
天道长变异，云素遥难寻。成败在人谋，一落皆中困。丈夫在世，当有为，为民不息。
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was, again, that was the wonderful Zhu Liang, the Chinese politician, the strategist, the writer, the engineer, the inventor, singing to his lord, the king, Liu Bei, that, you know, how much I respect you and trust you and all of that wonderful stuff. So beautifully sung, very nicely played. Next we have Ji Kang. It's called The Drunk Poet. So Ji Kang, the story behind Drunk Poet is that the Chinese writer, poet, Taoist philosopher, musician, and alchemist of the Three Kingdoms period was Ji Kang. As a prominent author, music composer, and shin player, he was one of the 7 sages of the Bamboo Grove who shied away from the dangerous political situation in 3rd century China in favor of devoting themselves for a life of art and leisure. As an early and enduring popular example of program music, the kind that paints pictures or tells a story, Drunk Poet is a perfect piece. It is a bold declaration of artistic and moral freedom. Comes vibrantly to life in the adept hands of Guqin master Qing Feng and our avid fellows. Please welcome Drunk Poet. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Drunk poet. I can see myself playing to that after a few beers. Folks, I'd like to invite, we have a very special presentation, a gentleman who is really known to this community and nationally as well. He's traveled the world with Prime Minister, the Honorable Stephen Harper, and he's really done great work for Canada, of course, nationally and internationally. We're blessed that he is a part of the Peel region and lives in Mississauga. He is he's done just great work, whether it's the Mississauga Chinese Business Association or his role in many capacities. He is now the Senator, and it's an honor to have him here. Would you please welcome the Honorable Senator Victor Rowe.
Thank you, Jack. Let's give a round of applause to Jack, our wonderful volunteer and MC for life. Good afternoon. I'm pleased to bring special greetings on behalf of the Senate of Canada. You know, before I go any further, I just want to share with you a good news that last year, Canada celebrates 150 years birthday on our Constitution. And I have nominated Jack Deere's name forward to the 150 years Canada Birthdays Medal. And I was just informed last week that Jack Deere's nomination was awarded for 150 years medal. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations, Jack. I have known Jack for over 30 years. For someone who volunteered his time and after his work on the weekend, on a beautiful day like this, to come up here to join all of us for doing a performance, for doing a great cause for the Sick Kid Hospital and for the Yanning musical troupe. And I truly appreciate for the great work he's been doing. And thank you so much, Jack. This is the third year led by the remarkable young lady, Dr. Fei Hong Lan, who is an engineer, and for doing this great work for the last 3 years of raising funds through classical music of China, and for the Sick Kid Hospital, Sick Kid Foundation of Toronto. As we know, we are living in this great country. It is important that your work, your contribution towards this great nation, and that is where we all get together from all corners of the world to be, work towards a better generation. And remember, for music, there is no boundary. This is something that doctor without boundary. And it's the same thing. Music heals the differences. Music heals everybody, make us all get closer together. And I want to say, Lan Fei Hong, for Dr. Nan, for the great work she has been doing for many years and continuing to do when she was here as a student, and now she works for University of Toronto. Let's give her and her mother a round of applause for today's performance. 今天我非常荣幸代表加拿大联邦参议院出席今天下午的蓝飞鸿博士的延龄琴社音乐舞会。那么这个音乐会呢，主要是给我们病童医院基金会筹款。那么非常感谢在座的各位前来支持、前来捧场这个非常有意义的活动。这个活动已经进行了3年。蓝飞鸿博士呢，不但在学业、在这个学术上面有成就，同时呢，积极的推广社区的慈善活动， 那么我在此呢，代表加拿大联邦参议院，感谢蓝飞鸿博士和他的妈妈在这一方面对加拿大社区所做出的贡献。密西沙加现在已经是加拿大第6大城市，安省第3大城市，可以说华裔居住最多移民的城市。同时呢，在这里的百分比呢 ，PhD 的百分比已经是54%以上是移民。说今天呢，他们在这里所做出的贡献，我代表加拿大联邦参议院对他们表示感谢。同时呢，我今天也带来了参议院的贺词，献给蓝飞鸿和他的妈妈。
This is Dr. Fei Hong Nan's mom, Master Feng. She's the founder of Huanyin group in China, and they have, I think annually, they have over 1,000 students that train and teach. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Senator. Thank you. What a great surprise as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Would you want to say a few words? No? She says, I only play, I don't. No. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. That was wonderful, and I was surprised by what the senator just did. So, all right. Next, we move on to Silk Road. So, special performance with musicians. Hi, how are you? With musicians from different cultural backgrounds on one stage to present the Silk Road. Silk Road is the symbol of how China and many countries along the Silk Road connect to each other through trade, cultural exchange, and of course, music. Selena turned the classical guzheng to very special scale to present the scenery. And then Olaf, a successful Toronto-based percussionist and composer graduated from Laurier University, will use his drum beats to power the entire song. Would you please welcome the Silk Road Fantasy?